Just when you thought things couldn't get any worse at Manchester United, this happens. David Ornstein broke the news last night that Kobbie Mainoo informs Manchester United of his wish to leave on loan before the deadline. The 20-year-old told United he has no desire to sever ties, but wants to move for game time. The club have made it clear they're not sanctioning a temporary switch and expect the England international to fight for his place. Now, there's many different ways to look at it. Is it a good idea if Mainoo leaves to get minutes? Is this a reflection of where the club are at right now? And if Mainoo does leave, what does that mean in terms of central midfield players? Because for me personally, at this moment in time, Mainoo is the best naturally central midfield player that Manchester United have. Delving into the article more that David Ornstein's done for The Athletic, it says that Mainoo told United at a meeting on Thursday that while he has no intention of severing ties with his boyhood club, the 20-year-old midfielder believes his current situation does not provide the opportunity to develop his football career. The England international made it clear his wish to depart Old Trafford on a temporary basis in order to gain consistent game time, especially before his potential involvement at the World Cup next summer. Effectively, what you're seeing here is a consequence of the squad building decisions United have made over the summer. United decided to strengthen the attacking line, and in particular, those number 10 roles, and rightly so. I think everyone saw that those are key areas that needed sorting. But in doing so, Bruno's been pushed back into a midfield role, and being blunt about it, made Mainoo a permanent second choice. Amrim's made it very clear that Mainoo's in competition with Bruno. He sees Bruno as someone that he can trust, someone that we can rely on, and even when Bruno's not playing well, he's hardly ever taken off. So for Amrim to come out and say that publicly kind of says to me that Mainoo's game time is going to be limited. And that's why Mainoo's put in this request. And quite frankly, you can't blame him for it. He's got desires to play at the World Cup next summer. But for me, Bruno shouldn't be in a central midfield role. He should be playing further forward. So in an ideal world, Bruno should actually be competing with Cunha and Burmo, Mount, and potentially Xerxes for those 10 roles. Another thing you've got to take into consideration is this going to be Bruno's last season at the club? After the Europa League final, there was a lot of talk of Bruno going to Saudi, and for me, it still feels like there's something in the air there. Feels like the writing's on the wall, and this could be Bruno's last season at United. And those are the facts. So are United prepared to potentially lose one of their hottest prospects in order to keep playing Bruno, who could be going at the end of the season anyway? I can't see a scenario where a club takes Mainoo for a year, develops him, sends him back, and then that's that. And that's even to say if Mainoo wants to come back. He might go somewhere, be settled, have a fantastic season, get a place in the World Cup squad, and then decide he wants to stay. What do United do then? The club have made it clear they're not going to let this happen, and nor do I think they should. But if they don't, and Mainoo stays, where does that leave the situation in 6 to 12 months' time? Because at the minute, he's saying he doesn't want to sever ties, and he just wants regular football. But if he stays and nothing changes, surely that's going to ruin the relationship beyond repair. It's a very tricky situation that United find themselves in. In an ideal world, Mainoo stays, and in what little time they have left in the window, they find a midfielder that complements Mainoo so he can play more football. If that does happen, it poses the question of where do you play Bruno? Now for me, he should be pushed further forward into those 10 roles, but then you leave out one of your big money signings. United haven't started the season great, and it feels like the worries of last season are already started to creep in 3 games in. But one thing's for sure, you can't let Kobbie Mainoo go.